Yo, boys, Happy Dad Hard Seltzer is stocked up for the summer in Kentucky. You can go to happydad.com/find us to find a local store or bar that carries Happy Dad near you. And boys, make sure you tag us on Instagram at Happy Dad on your IG stories because we're reposting a ton of you guys. And don't forget, you got to be 21 plus to buy and drink Happy Dad.
All right, here we are. Let's go.
Here we are. We're at Jeff Ruby's in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I showed
we
up.
got a big guest today.
We got a big guest today. I showed up here with slippers on from the hotel. I had no socks when I came here. I did my eye drops, my chapstick, got all my stuff from CVS. This is a big episode. I'm pumped. Burrow doesn't do a lot of stuff.
It's crazy.
I love
How'd you? So shout out to Bob. Big
Yeah,
guest.
we got. Well, I mean, I
Big
got
guest.
shit from you last night because of the Wahlberg thing and all that. So I'm
Yeah,
like, I got to step up now.
So how'd you?
100%. This is a big one though. Shout out to Bob.
Well, I mean, Joe originally was no, and finally I just fired off again, and he was like, "All right, let's do it."
Persistent.
He's the fucking man for this.
So sometimes your strategy works, bro.
I think sometimes the strategy works. I'll never change my strategy. Yeah, Aaron. I don't know what you learned in camp mentoring. We keep pushing. All right. We may lose a couple along the way, like Wahlberg and them, but
True. But it
yeah.
does work. You just annoy the fuck out of him pretty much, right?
I annoy the fuck out of him. Yeah.
He's like, I just want this guy to shut up.
Yep. But I also saw him in. He was at
Then
Scott.
they look at the views and they're like, oh shit, you know what? This is actually pretty dope.
Well, they look at the views and they see who else we've done on the show too, which is good. And that's why, in order to get really big guests, we talk about all the time. It's like we just gotta have sometimes safe, brand-friendly names. And Joe's, I think, one of them.
It's our second NFL guy, AB and Joe
AB
Burrow.
and now Joe.
Not a bad lineup, right?
Not a bad lineup at all. So I'm excited. And I think this place is haunted too, by the way.
It's haunted.
I don't know.
No,
We're
this
supposed
place
to
is
be
dope.
showing them love, and you're calling the place haunted.
No, but
and
it's
shit?
like in a good way haunted. You come here and you eat and there's ghost fucking floating around or something. Because I just went to the bathroom upstairs. I think there was a ghost in there. I'm not joking.
Really.
No,
This
this
is
is Goodfellas vibes, bro.
Is
This
it?
is lit. Yeah.
I mean, I just ate the steak, by the way. Joe has his own steak named after him here.
There's a steak here. It costs. What's it called? The
Burrow steak,
Burrow steak.
right?
Burrow steak, yeah.
You had that?
They're gonna bring it out.
They're gonna bring it out during the show, I think.
Muck
Jeez.
some steak.
So they're gonna bring you just cheese plate. That's it. I told them no steak.
That's all I
just
want.
Cheese.
Perfect.
You're a big NFL guy, though, right?
Yeah.
So you should be pretty
So you
dialed in.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that what you started with your clips going viral?
Bob is made for the NFL ones, man. Like
I
when
wouldn't
we
s-
did AB, Bob the whole day was just be like, "Yo, this is gonna be everywhere and shit."
Well, it
And
was.
he didn't want to leave anywhere because he wanted to stay by a TV because he thought it was gonna be posted on ESPN.
Yeah.
It was.
So he was just glued.
No,
it
but
was a little
immediately
bit.
it wasn't.
It
Immediately.
actually wasn't.
How many
on the
times
TV
did you
at
hit up
all.
Shefty to post it?
Oh, I hit up Jimmy Pitaro, president of ESPN, multiple times. I hit up
Shefty.
Schefter multiple times, which is your connect that you introduced me to, which is a great connection. Everybody.
I think that's what's good about the pod too is we got a versatile squad. Even with Salim can step in. It's
Mhm.
like, each interview is different for different people and shit, which is cool.
And you're now posting. Kyle's all into this hockey stuff now. You've always been a hockey guy.
Yeah, well, it's playoffs, so it's Leafs,
Right.
and like it was a good season.
Mm-hmm.
So the Leafs haven't won a cup. You know that since what 1967? Gambles. Yeah,
When are
They haven't made it out of the first round of the playoffs since 04.
Well, when are we gonna get some hockey guys on here then? We gotta get. Some
We got to
hockey
get
guys.
Austin Matthews.
He'd be a great one.
We can get a few guys, but I'm gonna go to the game right after this. I'm gonna fly to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Game 6. If the Leafs win, they advance, and then I got to be in LA tomorrow for a 9:30 tea time to golf with Trump.
With who?
Trump.
You're playing with President Trump?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought you set that up.
You'll
take credit
I
for
mean,
it.
well,
No, they just reached out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it just is what it is. I mean, that's amazing. You have to be on time, ready to go. What are the stakes though? Because we play Caitlyn Jenner for something big. You got to play him for something big.
I don't think he plays for shit.
Yeah, but he'll
Yeah,
play for
right.
prop shit.
We'll ask him. I'll ask him tomorrow.
He plays for something.
And you got to fucking win, dude. And I think he cheats. He's known to cheat in golf. I think.
Well, they're about even on that. Like,
Yeah, Kyle
Kicking
definitely
balls.
dumps a couple balls.
no,
Fixing
buddy.
lies.
When we play Scramble, you're allowed to fix your lie.
there's always new
Yeah.
rules when you play with this. fucking-
One
Did I
club
cheat?
length.
Did I cheat when I made you wear a skirt to the Derby or what?
No, that you didn't cheat. But
Exactly.
You're 1-0 in hot
I mean,
prop bets.
you're great
Yeah.
to play with because then it's like, all right, if he's gonna fucking do this, I'm in.
Listen, in Scramble, you gotta sometimes utilize the foot wedge.
All right.
Who else is
But
playing?
Bob,
Yeah.
I think one of you guys got to come to the game with me tonight.
I can't do it because
And then there's a nice jet blue mint lie flat right in the morning.
Oh really?
Yes.
Man, oh man.
What else do you have going on?
I got this photo shoot for summer.
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Business, bro.
Apparently, I think all the football guys are going to the game too.
Nice.
They're all going to the game, then
The
they're all going to
Bucks?
Summer's photo shoot.
I think I'm gonna be football and traveled out after this podcast, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Always got to try to convince Bob a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, always at the end of a podcast, we're always like jazzed up a little bit, so things can change. But Gabe, are there flights available though if I want to get on the plane?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe.
Who got you tickets tonight, Austin?
No, I got actually just put on my story because I wanted to get a box because I don't know how hectic it's gonna be, just going in the fucking stands. Hockey's like our demo too.
Yeah, you're fucked if you go in the regular shit. That's why everybody's like, oh, you don't sit with like regular shit. With you guys, you can't. You'll get mobbed.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand. It's the most annoying, crazy thing in the world.
Patrick Maroon got us 5 tickets.
Nice.
He's expecting you there, so
Is he?
yeah. He's always asking about you.
This is such a lie.
I swear to
yo,
God.
hockey players love Bob, bro. If you go to that,
If you look at the Toronto Maple
They
Leafs
just
too,
love solid.
I'm
good
looking
guys.
like some of them follow Nelk Boys. They all follow
all
Bob.
follow Bob. The whole Avs
Matthews
fucking lineup.
doesn't like you, but
Well, that's because I another one I did
You
with
zinged
Austin.
him.
I
Yeah.
zinged him. I zinged Matthews too much. I know I'm in Austin's bad list, but
yeah, you're in
I'm
his
sure if
bad
like we
list.
sit down together, we can fix this.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe we'll sit that episode out. It's all right,
Yeah. No, Maroon loves you though.
If I had to sit out Matthews,
I
I
was
would
like, "Where's
fire
Bob?"
back. It would be like Austin Matthews, like Bob. You got to sit out that episode. I'd be like, all right, fine. I'll be like, well, Kyle, I got Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin ready to go next episode. So
So what game is this? 7?
Game 6,
3-2? Or
3-2 Leafs. So if they win,
Oh, shit.
and just like, dude, it's
they're not winning on the road.
for
though.
Toronto. They might. You never know. But if Toronto starts like advancing, we all got to go post up in Toronto for a bit. It's gonna be
for the
that
parade.
city. I mean, even if they just go on a run, the city's gonna be buzzing.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
Toronto's
never been to
lit.
Toronto.
Gotta go, bro.
yeah, we
You
got
gotta get your passport. Like, let's be ready.
We can get that, bro. What's good about Toronto though? Like, what's dope about it?
I mean, it's the 3rd biggest city in North America, 3rd or 4th. So it's like LA, New York, Chicago, Toronto. So it's just like, it's a big city. I mean, the chicks are
And
fire.
you're pretty dope there, right?
The chicks are fire.
How
We're-
dope are you in Toronto?
I mean, we're pretty plugged up in Toronto, you know?
That's like your day ones though.
Yeah, I think it's like Drake, with the weekend. And then
You, Drake, weekend.
we're somewhere in between like Tory Lanez and Nav status,
Tell you
Maybe
what,
even
though,
honestly, Nav has us beat a little bit. So we're not that sauce, but
Hmm.
it's dope.
Where's Bieber from? He's from Toronto.
He's from Stratford.
you seem a little bit tweaked right now. You all right?
Dude, I'm chilling, bro. Chill.
Did you find my
No.
stash of Zaps and did you accidentally take one for this
I
interview?
might have thought it was an
Did you really take an Adderall?
Yeah.
Really? For
Yeah.
focus?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can backfire though, and they can get you like really like jittery and fucked up.
Yeah.
Adderall and Chew.
Yeah. It's fucked up today.
You all right? You going through some shit that we need to talk
No,
about? Or
you're
you
good, bro.
You promise?
Yes.
All right. You know I'm always
And
here
stop
for you.
trying to turn this on me. I feel like you right now. This is fucking me up in the head, bro.
I got a good night's sleep last night. I took a bubble bath, filled it all the way to the top when I got in.
There's
then
no
I just-
bath in the room.
Yeah, there's a bath in my room.
Oh, really?
They gave me a fucking bathtub.
You hit the mini bar?
I tried to, but it was good. The
They
funny
lock
thing,
it?
no, the funny thing about Brett is Brett's really good about now. When I stay at hotels, there's a no minibar policy. I don't even realize it until I go to the minibar, open it, and there's nothing there. Brett empties it, so it can't be used.
And then you just get a bottle to the room instead?
Yeah, but there's some restrictions on that too. So he does a good job keeping me in line.
That's good.
Did you wake him up today?
Nah, Bob was up.
I slept in though. I had the worst fucking nightmare of my life. Crazy shit. People were fucking stabbing me nonstop because I
Jesus,
watched this
bro.
shit about the electric chair the night before about this
What the fuck
guy
is wrong with you?
who got the electric chair and lethal injection and death penalty and all that. And I was watching it and I fell asleep and it must have just caused a bunch of like crazy ass nightmares. So I woke up at 2 a.m. with like cold sweats. Thought I was like, and then people were like stabbing me. People were in the room and shit. It was fucked. So the
Nice.
future of the
Is that what
NFL
this shit does to you or what?
Huh?
Is that what this shit does to you or what?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm
Chilling.
hungry. I'm ready for some steak.
Bro, there's all in there right now. Just go snag some. It's good.
I'll wait for Joe.
Wait for Joey.
Yeah, wait for Joey.
I think he's probably coming in right now.
So we saw him in Old Town.
We did. He was very well behaved. I actually was impressed. He was sitting in the corner just chilling. People were coming up to him. He was being very respectful.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah. We met him. Me, Bob, you brought me and Steve over one night.
Yeah.
We went and hung out at his table. It's fucking dope.
Didn't you say something happened? Like,
Steiny was just all on his dick.
What the fuck? No, I was
wasn't
not,
that when
bro.
Steiny had the chains? You said, and he's
Steiny's
like,
Dude, I did not
"Get
do that.
fucking here. Shorty drop it to the ground like you ain't got. And he's like flashing his fuck. I don't know if that song was playing, but it was,
I don't recall that.
How's it going? Good to see you, sir. I'll take you in the back door. Sounds good. Yep. What's going on?
What's going on, brother?
I'm good to meet you.
How you doing, brother? Thanks for doing this, man.
You guys want me?
Ready?
Right there's good. Just pop and we go.
There we go for it. Joe in the house. Let's go. You been here before?
Mm-hmm. All the time. This is my spot.
They're saying there's a steak named after you here.
Yeah.
You tried it?
That's what
Mic
I
check.
get. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I mean, here we are. This is pretty sick, Joe. Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
don't know.
it.
I mean, do you do a lot of podcasts?
I don't do a lot of media stuff at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ducked off in my own little world for the most part.
Right.
What sort of do here in like Cincinnati in like off season?
There's a lot of good food, really good restaurants. But other than that, I kind of just stay at the house.
Just chill.
I don't do much.
What's like a day in the life in like the off season?
I'm working out in the morning, 10 to 12 usually, and then cold tub. After that, I'm playing some video games for the most part, and relaxing. I'm not doing much.
What is the point of that cold tub thing? Why does everybody do that? What is a cold tub?
A lot of health benefits. Increases metabolic rate, increases blood flow, recovery, all that good stuff.
So you sit in it and you're just, what's the point of it? You just have to sit in it for like 40
What you just said.
Decreases like swelling, right?
Yeah, but do you have to be working out to do it? Or can I just do it? I
Just
don't
get in the
work.
cold tub.
I
Whenever.
mean, you could do it, but you're not really recovering from anything if you're not
Right.
working out.
If you're not working out, so it's pointless.
It probably wakes you up too.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely wakes you up.
How long you sit in that?
10 minutes.
Damn.
Did you ever see Joe Rogan's thing?
Depends on what thing.
Rogan sat in that tub or whatever it was for like, what is it, like 35 minutes or something?
No, I did not see that.
Dude, it was nuts. He sat in that cold tub for literally 35 minutes and it was insane.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
So
Yeah.
Bob said that he has DM'd you a few times. What made you decide to come on?
I got bored.
You got tired of him, or you're just like, fuck it, I got.
Nah, I just got bored.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't do much of these.
You've been on Part of My Take a couple times, yeah?
Yeah, a couple times, like twice.
Is that the last podcast you did?
Yeah, those are the only two.
Is it
Holy
hard
shit.
sometimes you feel like with who you are and like that you're restricted to not like it's hard for you to do these things because of, the repercussions that may come with doing, kind of loosey-goosey kind of podcasts?
Yes and no.
I'm
I'm not.
walk out of here.
I'm
Oh, I
pretty.
mean, we have Joe's best interest in mind. right?
100%.
I'm pretty good at understanding what I want to say and verbalizing it the way that I want to. So I'm not so much worried about that. It's just I'm not really a big fan of the whole. I love playing football,
Mhm.
but I don't like everything that comes with it a lot.
So you don't like? Do you like the attention?
No, I hate it.
Hate it meaning what? You don't like to like? Do you get anxiety from it? Do you get like?
Yeah, I get anxiety and like going out and having to take pictures with all these people, and I love it. I love the fans, and I'm very appreciative of everybody, but it's a lot sometimes.
I just think what people don't understand too is like you're a football player, so that's your job to do that. What comes with it, but also the payday wasn't bad.
Payday's not bad.
What was your deal?
So the first pick of my draft was 36.4, I think, over 4 years, and then fifth year option for the first round picks.
And is that in comparison to
First round,
first round?
first pick overall, bro.
What was
So
the
how much do you get
what was
right
the
away?
guaranteed? 23 million?
It's all guaranteed
Oh, okay.
for the draft picks, and then my signing bonus was 24.6 or something like
How
that.
good does that feel?
It was fun when you wake up and that hits in the first thing in the morning.
Did you go buy anything or do anything with that?
So does a wire just come in
No.
for 24, just like that? Like you just
Yeah.
damn. No
Well,
payment
they take
increments.
they take the taxes out,
Okay.
and so you call your financial guy, like, "Yo,
What the
There's
fuck?
only
where's this
12.5 in here.
Where's this 12 million
Right.
gone?" And then you realize, oh, taxes.
Right. Did you come from money or no?
I mean, we were upper middle class. My dad was a football coach
Mhm.
at Ohio University, so I mean, we definitely weren't poor.
Right.
I was able to get everything that I wanted. I wouldn't say we were rich, but
Mhm.
we did well.
He played in college and in the
He
NFL.
played at Nebraska, and then he played in the CFL. He played in the NFL for 1 year.
Where do you
Damn.
play in the CFL?
He played in Toronto. He played in Saskatchewan. He kind of bounced around.
I'm from Toronto, so yeah.
Oh, really?
The CFL is just I don't know, man.
Yeah, we got our leagues just such a joke too. It's like,
The
you know.
CFL.
But was he pushing hard for you to go to Nebraska? Was Nebraska one of the things?
Nebraska didn't really want me.
Nobody really wanted you.
Yeah, I mean, not at the level that I wanted to play at. Ohio State was kind of my only big offer coming out of high school, and that didn't really work out in my favor. And then when I was transferring, it was there were a couple suitors, Cincinnati, North Carolina, but LSU was kind of the big school that wanted me.
Mhm.
You played basketball and baseball too, right?
I played baseball growing up, and I played basketball
At
all
high
through high
school level?
school. Yeah.
Any offers in those sports or no?
Not in baseball. I kind of stopped before. I didn't do baseball in high school, but basketball I could have played somewhere if I had wanted to.
Nice.
Basketball is. Can you dunk?
I could dunk, yeah.
What position were you?
I kind of played. I was kind of the LeBron of my little league.
Really?
We didn't exactly have the stiffest competition, but I kind of
It's a pretty big statement.
That is a big. Make sure we clip that, please.
The LeBron of Southeast Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. But because a lot of athletes too, because all these guys are good because they're just obviously just super athletic. You got to make a choice at some point to play NBA or the NFL. A lot of these guys. So you didn't ever think you had a chance to play in the NBA, right?
No, I did
you
not.
You weren't at that level.
I'm pretty
No.
sure I saw something that said that you favored basketball and baseball over the NFL or over football though.
Yeah, I like basketball is my favorite sport. I almost quit football to play basketball because I was starting point guard my freshman year in high school on varsity basketball, and I was playing freshman football, and so I was kind of starting to lean towards basketball. And then,
So what made you say I got to do football?
well, all of a sudden I had this awesome sophomore season in football, and it was like, no, I'm pretty good at this football thing. I might as well, focus on this.
So then you go to Ohio State first year, and it was Dwayne Haskins who just passed away,
Yeah.
right? You were behind.
So Dwayne was the year after me. I was class of 2015. He was class of 2016. So he was the quarterback that came in right after me.
So you had JT, Barrett,
JT, Braxton, Cardale were all there. And that was after they had just won the national title. When Braxton was the starter, got hurt. JT became the starter, got hurt. And then Cardale went in the last couple games and won it all. So, we had some guys.
Well, so with that lineup, you think you're going to get a shot, or were you worried like, fuck, I'm not going to play? These guys are so good.
No, I knew I wasn't going to play immediately. I was kind of just enjoying the college backup quarterback life for the first couple of years. No, I was working hard and getting better, but I was definitely enjoying myself.
So was Haskins a friend of yours?
Yeah, we were close. I mean, we were competitive. We were competing for a job for 3 years, and we became close through that. We kind of had this interesting relationship where we were pushing each other every day and getting better, and saw each other grow from when we first got into where we were by the end of it. And so it was it was a tough day when that happened, and the Ohio State community kind of came out and helped everybody along that road.
Mm-hmm.
So then how did the transfer come about to LSU?
So I graduated in 3 years, and the transfer portal wasn't a thing when I was transferring, so you
Don't you
couldn't
just sit out for a little bit?
Yeah, you had to unless you graduated.
Oh,
And so I
shit.
graduated, but you couldn't just hop in the portal like you can these days. So I did. I graduated, decided to transfer. Kind of, the writing was on the wall. Dwayne had just gone in, so I broke my hand before my last season at Ohio State,
Mhm.
and kind of set me back. And then JT got hurt against Michigan. Dwayne went in and played awesome. Ended up coming back and winning the game. And so I kind of knew saw the writing on the wall that he was going to kind of be the guy. And so I kind of decided to.
Coach O reached
Move on.
out to you and was like, hey, we got an opportunity for you, or
Yeah, so Bill Bush was the safeties coach at LSU, and he was at Ohio State my first year. He was the, special teams assistant, I think.
Mhm.
And he told Coach O about me, and then went on a visit to LSU. And I don't know if you guys have ever talked to Coach O, but he's pretty convincing.
yeah.
And so, that was kind of it for me.
Does that stuff? Did it ever come? I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but did anybody ever come to you with like bags of money or anything to be like, "Hey, come and play for our school"?
No, I wasn't good enough for that.
You were good.
Maybe some guys, but not me.
Yeah. Do you believe that still exists? You think?
Yeah, hell
For
yeah.
sure.
So you think they're still dropping bags and like doing little?
I don't think it's as prevalent as some people think, but it definitely happens.
Yeah.
What was it like at LSU? Just like going there and shit, like the campus and shit.
So I didn't do much. I kind of got it all out of my system at Ohio State. I kind of just treated that as like a post-graduation internship, getting ready for what I wanted to do in the NFL. And so I kind of just took it really serious, didn't do a lot, took all online classes, so I didn't have to really worry about going to class every single day. Just had to focus on training and all that.
They were
And
like,
so-
just Joe gets all A's. That's it. Joe didn't even have to show up. It's like
Yeah.
Joe missed his class and exam today. It's
Well-
like A+. He's good. Don't
I mean,
worry about
it
it.
sounds like at Ohio State, you never thought you'd go to the NFL at that point.
I mean, that was the plan. but
If you're not playing,
I wasn't playing, so it was like,
What about Urban Meyer? Did you guys have a bad relationship, you and Urban?
no.
No.
I mean, it got intense at times because I wasn't playing and we were competing and I was backup quarterback. But I love Coach Meyer. There's nothing but love there.
Right. He was hard on you though?
Oh, very hard. Yeah.
So what kind of things would he say?
I mean, so he's the kind of guy that when a new guy gets there, he's gonna put him in the fire and see how he responds. And so, my first couple years, he really, he stands right behind the quarterback, and if you make a bad throw, he's gonna let you know it.
Yeah.
And so some guys can handle it, some guys can't. And once you get through that, and he realizes, oh, this guy's a tough guy, good player, works hard, and then the relationship kind of switches to, more of a friend than a hard coach on you. So, he got the best out of me, that's for sure.
What's the most savage thing he's ever said to you or called you?
Told me I threw like a girl one time. That was
piss you off or what? You talk back?
Throw like a
no,
girl.
I didn't. Definitely
Your
didn't
head coach
talk
just
back.
be like, throw like a girl now. The Super Bowl.
Can anybody
fucking-
ever talk back, or they're just?
It's not the most creative trick,
No.
too. It's like
Exactly.
it's the most basic.
Coach Meyer has this
Urban's a zapper.
weird sense of
Full-time
humor.
zapper.
Yeah.
Good guy though.
Like, you hear all these stories coming out about Coach Meyer and people that know him. A lot of those are Coach Meyer's way of making jokes.
Sure.
And, some things are Coach Meyer's an intense guy. But
Sure.
I think Urban just he does his job, and then off the field, I think he just probably has his fun, right? I mean, he got in a little bit of trouble with that thing. He was
That viral
He was
pic?
grinding on some.
Were you there that night or no? You were with him, his wingman.
No comment.
That's what Z-Rat does. He tries to extract information. So you come with me and Kyle, we're gonna take care of you. We're not gonna put you in those situations.
fucking
You know?
So
But
when you go to LSU, is Coach O like believing in you right away? Like how
Yeah.
did you become the fucking man there?
Yeah, right away. Exactly when he was recruiting me, he told me something that was going to happen, and it happened. And so, there's not a lot of people like that in this industry. So I was very thankful that Coach O gave me that opportunity because I knew what I was going to do with it.
You guys still pretty close?
Yeah, we talk a lot.
was the confidence always there? Did it start to come more when you got more recognition and more playing time?
It was always there. I mean, I knew what I would do if I ever got on the field. Obviously, it wavered a bit when you're not playing for 3 years and, you're putting all this work in the weight room and on the field and you're not seeing any results except for in practice. But, the confidence in myself never wavered. And I was kind of always a better game player than I was a practice player. And unfortunately, I never got to show that at Ohio State. I think you saw that in the spring games when I got in when we played in the spring games, I always played really well. And then, always better than I did in practice. But never got my opportunity.
Do you think if you had stayed at Ohio State, you would have had the same success?
Well, Dwayne would have been the starter, and I guess he would have probably left after that year too. And I probably would have had 1 year of starting, but who knows what happens with that year.
Right.
So I'm happy with my decision.
He goes to LSU and he wins a Heisman.
No, I know that. I'm
championship.
just curious to see what the what it would have been if he had stuck with Ohio State.
Yeah.
Did you take a lot of shit in the DMs and stuff and on social media from leaving?
From Ohio State fans? No, they understood.
Yeah.
Ohio State fans are great. They knew the work that I put in. They knew I graduated, and they knew Dwayne was going to be the starter too.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was no hard feelings there.
So what was the moment at LSU where you were like, all right, I got something. I'm going to probably most likely be one of the best quarterbacks to come out of the draft class. What was a big game moment? What was your moment that you had that you were most proud of at LSU?
I had a really good spring ball after my first year there. I mean, the first year I was trying to figure out how to play football again. I hadn't played actual football in 3.5 years. So I was, getting the feel of things again, remembering how to move in the pocket, make people miss. I hadn't done that in so long. And so it was like that first year was just kind of a feeling out process. And then that second year, it kind of all clicked for me. And we had a lot of guys coming back. Obviously, we had Jamar, Justin, Clyde, all those guys that you see now balling in the league. We had really good players.
Ridiculous lineup.
So did you and Jamar like click right away? Because I mean, you guys play at LSU, crush at LSU. He's obviously on the Bengals. Like, it's crazy to think you go from college, win a championship. Now you have your guy at the Bengals. So when did that click? When you guys were like, "This is my guy."
Z.
I mean, immediately when he got here, and I knew the kind of dude he was at LSU. He was one of the first guys that I threw with.
Fucking Bobber Walters over here. Sorry, Joe. Go
You know who
ahead.
that is? You know who Jamar Chase is or no?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe. Sorry to rudely interrupt you there.
No,
My
it's
fault. My
okay.
apologies. That is Z. We call him.
Yeah, I mean he's a great player,
You
hard
com-
worker.
you
I knew
compare your-
exactly what was going to happen.
You compare your tandem to anybody we've ever seen or no?
I don't like making those comparisons. You know, I try to stay away from that because I want to be me. I don't want to, you know, I don't really watch film on. I mean, I watch other quarterbacks, but I don't try to take anything because I want to be the best player that I can be and what I can do good.
I'm really proud of you too, by the way, because we talked about it earlier. We ran into you we call it the Devil's Den. You know what the Devil's Den is?
No,
Scottsdale.
We ran into you there, and you were like, I was like, you know, somebody told me that Joe was there, and we had spoken briefly, and I was like, I gotta go say what's up to him. You were just like, you were just focused. There was like distractions all around you. There's bottle girls. There's all, you know, and Joe was just dialed in. It was just like chilling, enjoying the vibe and whatnot. How often do you go and get tempted to go into that lifestyle of the partying and the craziness?
These days I don't. It doesn't really interest me. That's I was visiting some friends and they wanted to go do that, so we went and did that. But that's not really my cup of tea these days.
Yeah, I think you were like drinking water.
Yeah,
I think you were sitting there like drinking water and just like shaking everybody's hand and being very respectful. So I was just like,
just
Damn.
hanging out until we got back.
Mhm.
And I'm not a big party drinker guy
yeah.
these days.
Have
Like
you,
I
have
said
you tried
earlier.
these things yet?
What are those?
The Happy Dads?
I don't know what that is.
Nice. It's a seltzer that Kyle created.
Oh, nice.
I'm not trying to get like a free endorsement from you or anything like that, but you know, I don't
Let
know
me
if
get
you've
some
ever
after
kind
this.
of are,
tried-
yeah.
I mean,
Did you already hit a workout today?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
I just fuck with you. All right, so you make it there. So you go through college, whatever, blah blah. Then we go fast forward to the NFL draft. Did you actually go to the draft or no?
So it was a COVID year. We didn't have
Oh,
we
that's
had at home draft. It was just me, my mom, and dad. We didn't. It was nothing crazy. It was a little weird.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Would you have been there though? Would you have been there if it wasn't COVID year? My apologies.
But he's like a dragon right now.
I was a dragon.
You know, I was kind of happy that I got to stay home and celebrate with my family
Yeah.
because the draft is crazy these days. All the media stuff and pictures. Not real into that. Like I said, I was kind of gonna stay home anyway if they had it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was glad I didn't have to make that decision because COVID ended up happening. I didn't have to tell Roger Goodell that I wasn't gonna come, knowing I was the first pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of worked out perfect.
I think you'd be a great mentor for some people that their heads are too big. And
The
one of the
fuck?
guys right here, like I mean,
Guy
when you're-
next to me?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
just
think
his,
I'm gonna-
he's got the gold chains rocking.
Yeah, well, I'm calling Cap because we've seen your fits go viral this year.
I can get a
So you get
solid
dressed
fit
up and you
together.
go viral. So I think you like the attention a little
Is
bit.
he a
maybe.
low key? Is he a low key?
Got to build the brand, bro.
Yeah, I know. But- Okay, so you had that outfit. I looked at your caption, Cartier glasses. Came
You
with
have sick
Pikachu.
captions, by the way. Sick captions.
Wait.
My caption game is
Your
unmatched.
caption
It
game
is.
is
It's
unbelievable.
fucking
It
crazy.
always has been. Go back to when I was at Ohio
I went
State.
all the way back.
Unmatched.
All the way back.
I went back.
Unmatched captions.
I went back and I'm looking at his
Are you a
tape.
solo captioner or do you have like a secret caption like assistant?
No, it's all me.
Just all you?
all me.
There's a picture of you and I can't remember who, but you have AirPods in and he has wires.
It was
in.
Clyde.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
the caption? It's hilarious. You're roasting him for
Uh,
wearing wires.
I said, "Sorry, Clyde, I can't hear you. I got my AirPods in." He had the wires. It was funny.
Fucking
Wait, you're
hilarious.
an air. I fucking excuse my language. I know you're. You know, I fucking hate AirPods.
Oh yeah.
I think they're the douchebaggiest things on the planet. And by the way,
So what do
don't-
you wear?
I wear the wires.
The wires.
I'm old school wires, and I would think the same of you. I'm very disappointed.
Why are you so proud of that?
Because
like literally
I get
admitting he has
shit
no
every
sauce.
time when I on my Instagram shit, I put on my shit, and everybody's like, "Oh, you have the fucking wires in." Like, upgrade to AirPods. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't. First of all, how do you not lose them all the time?
You got to keep track of your stuff.
I lose AirPods a lot.
I mean, you can keep the same pair of AirPods for.
Doesn't matter for him.
No, I've definitely gone through a couple.
He doesn't look at his bank account when he has to go buy another AirPod pack.
Okay, so that fit where you go. The caption was what? Cartier glasses came with Pikachu.
Yeah.
How you knew that was not one day fit? That was planned out.
I mean, yeah, I planned it out.
How
for sure.
far in advance was that fit and that caption planned
Just
out?
a week. So this is a good story. One of my friends from high school, Micah, he's recently started designing clothes.
Yeah.
And he designed that jacket that I wore. And so I surprised him by wearing that to the game. I knew it was a dope jacket. So I knew I was going to wear the Cartier shades, I was going to wear the jacket, had some shoes on. I knew it was going to blow up. And he ended up getting a lot of business from that. So that was awesome.
Oh yeah.
When you're buying fits and thinking of captions at the same time, that's how you know you have sauce. man.
That's next level, huh?
That's next level
Well, have you
shit.
seen his engagement?
Yeah, I've seen.
You
yes.
understand all this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So
popping.
he's got 3 point. What do you got? How many followers on Instagram?
3 mil.
3 mil plus, and then his last post got 1.7 million likes
It's crazy.
with 29,000 comments.
I don't know. I don't really look at that stuff.
And,
Well, Bob is a studious guy on your
I
engagement.
can tell.
I
He
was-
said engagement. I was like, what are you talking
I've had
about?
my eyes on
You
Burrow.
you broke 100K on your last photo.
I mean, I don't know why.
Back in the
Sometimes I
triple
get-
digits.
Sometimes I'm
Congrats.
getting 3K likes on my shit. I'm just like, how's Burrow here right now? I just don't get it. You know?
Are the pregame fits like competitive in the locker room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think you're the best dressed, or
I'm up there.
who else is up there?
T is up there. T's
Yeah.
got some fire fits.
Who's
Jamar likes to think he does. He's probably top 10.
What's the worst fit you've ever seen anybody walk into a game with?
The basketball players or
You personally on your team.
yeah, what's
Oh.
with the basketball?
the basketball
shit?
players are a little out there for me.
It's
even.
too much.
What, like
Yeah.
who? Westbrook?
I'm not gonna name any names, but
Joe's smart at this. This is not his first rodeo. All right?
I think they do that. Just they
This
must
guy
do
keeps
it just
trying
to
to
get
give me-
attention.
he's the.
you're right.
He tries to extract.
You're right.
That's
Just trying to become your friend, bro.
you know.
My
that's
flight's
what
not
it
till
is.
10 p.m. I don't know what you're doing after this and shit.
So all right, cool. So now we fast forward. You get drafted. Were you a little? Did you know you were going to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
The whole time. So you knew you were going to be the number one draft pick, guaranteed.
I mean, we had a combine. I didn't do anything at the combine. Our pro day got canceled, so I didn't do any pre-draft stuff that any of these guys are doing. So I was just able to train and focus on getting better
Mhm.
because, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but they had told me months in advance that I was going to be the guy. And so it was like,
I think you're
All
allowed
right,
to
let's
say
go.
it. If not, we'll take it out. But yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go. It's time to game time.
Mm-hmm. And
Your
so
first-
you come to you come to Cincinnati. Were you excited to come here? Did you want to come here?
Yeah, I was excited to come back because I didn't get to play football in Ohio after high school, and so I was excited to come back and be close to home. I knew a lot of people in Cincinnati. Columbus is close. Athens is close, so I was excited to come back.
And then the first season obviously didn't go as planned. You got hurt.
Yeah.
I think you probably
What was the game though? He got hurt. What game did you get
I
hurt?
got hurt against the football team, Commanders. Sorry,
What is it now?
the Commanders, I believe.
So it was originally the Washington Redskins, right? Which
Yeah.
they deemed that it's offensive. It's a racial thing. Is that why they changed the team name?
you are
And
correct.
and they switched to the Washington football team.
Yeah, I liked the football team.
The football team was. I mean,
It's
whoever
just-
thought of
it's
that?
just the football team
Bro,
now.
they had a year where it was just. the
Well, it was
Washington-
it was supposed to be like a bridge name, and then it kind of turned in. I liked it. I liked the
Mhm.
football team.
Can you imagine like all the names in the who was
They
thinking
probably
of
had
that?
the most creative names too planned,
Yeah,
and they just went with the football team.
I mean, literally probably the worst name possible.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Just meat and potatoes.
So what was the play like? What play did you get hurt? Who hit you? I don't remember.
So I got hit by. So our left guard kind of fell into my knee along with the defensive tackle this way, and then I got pushed from that way, and my knee went like that,
Mhm.
and it wasn't very fun.
And just immediate massive pain.
I don't know if it was pain, but I felt my knee move out of where it was supposed to be, and I guess it was pain, but it was more like I knew what had just happened.
Right. And you were you very like injury prone at all in your career?
No, I've never. I mean, I've had injuries here or there, but nothing that would make me miss games. I've never missed a game due to injury in my life,
Right.
and
So-
that was my first injury to do that.
What did that do for like your confidence in like rookie season? You get hurt. Are you
He cried in the pillow at night, bro.
well? No, but I mean, how are you like? Fuck, this is like the NFL. Are you ready to go back? Because
No, I knew I was playing well at the time, and I was just hitting my stride, and so that was frustrating that I didn't get those reps towards the end of the year to keep getting better. But I felt like I had kind of figured it out at that point, and so I was excited to go into next year. I knew I was going to come back. I knew it was going to take with the rehab process to get me back, and it is what it is. You just got to put in more work when you get hurt.
came back strong.
Hell yeah, I did.
Rehab process is a good thing. Been there.
Did you feel like it was a big difference from the rookie season to your second year? Like
Yeah, it's just slower. Everything clicks faster. It's another year on the offense. There's only so many defenses in the NFL, so you get to a lot of teams run the same stuff,
right.
and so you get to see that over and over again, and just replay that in your head through the whole off season. Different things that you saw throughout the year, and it just clicked.
I don't know how you guys do the play calling, like the Spider 22-9
Oh, yeah.
banana. and,
That was
like,
one of my. That was one of the things I was most worried about coming in because it was all, signals in high school, signals at Ohio State, and signals at LSU, and then you get someone talking in your head that you got to call the play in the huddle
Mhm.
when you're tired and there's 80,000 screaming fans. But once you get used to it, it's pretty easy.
How much does
That's
the
fucked.
how much does the noise level affect? Is it as big as they say when you're trying to, in this, like you said, 80,000 people screaming? What's the worst stadium to play in?
Arrowhead was loud. Las Vegas was loud.
Mhm.
Those are probably the two loudest, I would say.
Is that where you guys won to go to the Super Bowl? Was in Arrowhead?
Yeah,
And you guys beat Mahomes.
yeah.
What is it like in the pregame when you walk up? You guys are warming out in the field. Does Mahomes say anything to you?
You always see the guys that pregame, say hello, tell them good luck and whatever. I don't know Patrick personally, really, but I know a bunch of guys on that team. So that's one of my favorite parts of playing the game is seeing all the guys pregame, giving respect after the game, win or loss. That's one of my favorite parts.
Mm-hmm. Because it was you guys were big underdogs in that game, weren't you?
Who knows? I don't know. I don't look at that.
You don't look at the betting. You don't bet your own games.
No, I can't say I'm a gambler.
Didn't the schedule for the next year come out today?
It comes out tonight, 8:00.
You're playing Arrowhead next season, I thought.
Yeah, we know who we're playing and
I think
where,
I saw
but we
5
don't know
prime
when.
time games, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
five big time games now.
Going up against Brady too.
Yeah, we play at Tampa.
What'd you make of his retirement and comeback?
I mean, did anybody actually think he was going to be retired?
Yes,
I was
did?
fooled. Yeah, I
I was
got
full
fooled.
big time.
You guys got to know better than that.
I would retire if I just
What
got his
makes you say
contract.
that? Why?
Yeah,
why
why?
should we know better than that? I
'Cause
would.
he
I
was
take Tom
playing-
Brady's word for his word. I was a diehard New England fan through all the years, and when he says something, he does it. And he said he was retired. He said he was out of the league, and so explain.
He's playing way too well to give it up right now.
Then why say you're retiring?
Just create some hype.
I think he wanted to shut down the conversation because if he didn't announce his retirement, everyone would be talking about, is he retiring? Is he not retiring? So I think he went ahead and did it to get everyone off his back so he could go think about it.
And it was
That's smart, low key as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's low key smart. Like you could tell,
Well,
by
fuck yeah.
the late end of his career right now, towards the tail end, he's starting to do more like.
Because I don't think he changed his mind. I think he just did that to go and think about it thoroughly.
Have you ever had a conversation with him?
Yeah, we've talked.
Do a lot of these veterans mentor you or give you advice ever?
Not much. Some guys do. More retired guys. Guys like Kurt Warner, Peyton Manning. Those guys all help out the young guys. But I mean, Rodgers and Brady. I mean, they're still competing
Sure.
against us. They don't want to give us anything.
Kurt Warner's story is crazy. Did you see that movie?
My dad coached. He didn't coach Kurt Warner, but he was coaching the defense of the team that Kurt Warner was on in the Arena League.
Did they amplify that story at all? Like, was it really how it was? He was working at a grocery store.
He was working at a grocery store. Yeah.
Crazy. And then they had that was back in the day where they had Isaac Bruce, they had Marshall Faulk. They had,
Yeah.
that team was stacked. And
Stacked.
the Pats beat him that year, right? They were 14-point
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah, I think so.
That was with Brady.
That was 01.
01.
I think that was the first one.
Mm-hmm. So did when you made finally, obviously you didn't expect. You said it yourself. You didn't expect. You knew you guys had a good team. You guys were peaking at the right time, but you didn't expect to ever play in the Super Bowl.
No.
Why
did
is
not.
that?
I mean, I just didn't have that experience of having that success in the NFL, so I didn't really know what it took. I know once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen, and we know how to win a game. But we didn't have that experience. I expected to go to the playoffs coming into the year. I think every team does, but going to the Super Bowl after we won 4 games and I tore everything in my knee. I mean, I thought that was kind of a pipe dream until we started getting to the end of the year, and I was like, we're pretty damn good. Going into the playoffs, we were playing, best of any team in the AFC, I thought, and it was just clicking at the right time. And then once we won those first 2 playoff games, it was like, all right, it's on.
How does that pressure compare? Because you won a national championship, so now you're in the playoffs. Everybody wants to see you win the Super Bowl.
It's not really the pressure thing. Is I think it's more of a media creation than anything that anybody actually feels. Because when you're out there, it's like one play at a time. What do I need to do this play to have success? I don't think anybody really feels the moment like, oh, this is the Super Bowl. I got to go make a play. Like, no, I don't think anybody really thinks like that.
But you missed a couple throws in that early in that game, right?
Yeah, for sure. That
Yeah.
wasn't my best.
Do you look back at that game and you look at some of the things you could have done better, obviously, like anybody
Yeah.
else does.
For sure, you do that with every game, whether you win or lose.
Right.
You know, I could have played better.
But with the Super Bowl, do you like put it away? Do you say, look, it's the last game of the year, I'm putting it away, or do you go back and actually examine, like, hey, fuck that throw, I fucking overthrew, so and so?
I mean, I treated it like the next week I treated it just like a normal game week. I went and watched the game the day after and say I'd get better here, here, and here, and then put it behind me.
Where do you think your weakness is, if you have a weakness?
It's tough to say. I don't want to give away everything you've been working on, but no, there's definitely areas that I can improve. Really going into every offseason, I'm focusing on improving my entire game, getting my body bigger, faster, stronger, moving better, understanding how to move my body in certain situations, reacting to different things that defenses could throw at me, and really the main thing for me is getting my body back to where it was pre-injury, because I was ready to go, but I wasn't where I wanted to be physically coming off that injury going into the year, and it's just not possible when you get hurt like that. So this is really this is my first full off season, because going into my rookie year, and you had all the media stuff for draft and didn't know where you were going until you did. And then this is my first full off season that I'm able to really focus on my body, my game, my arm, core strength, all that stuff that I need to do.
Pretty good deflection there.
Yeah.
Really well done.
It's so
I told
crazy.
you, I'm a pro.
You're a pro at this. You're a pro at this. By the way, the supplement stuff you got going on. You got to get Joe on some of these supplements.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if he's going to test.
What's like the workout routine like? Like how many days you like lifting a week?
I'm doing something every day. I'm not doing full workouts every day, but I'm lifting Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, doing something Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, just to keep my body moving, because I don't want to sit on the couch for 24 hours and then your body feels like crap for your next workout. So you got to stay moving. But lifting 4 days a week, running 4 days a week, and then just maintenance stuff the other days.
I got to give Joe shit right now, though. I just thought of something. Sorry. Are you a Kid Cudi fan?
Massive.
How do you know that?
I Googled it, Aaron.
Oh.
I Googled it. I did my research.
Why is that giving him
Oh
shit?
yeah, you went on stage with him, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but do you know when he went on stage?
During a performance.
Did you go to a Kid Cudi concert?
that was the
after,
night.
He performed at our after party.
at the after party, right? Which I don't get. Like, that's the thing too. You got a lot of shit for going to that thing, right?
Did I?
Based on the searches and all that.
Wait, when was it?
Yeah, that was the
after
night of the Super Bowl.
Oh,
First
First
I'm
of all,
saying, like, they expect Joe to go cry in a corner, right? You're gonna go and resume
Well,
your life.
Here's the thing. It's not so much as resuming life, but I was watching. You guys watched the Football Lives on NFL Network.
yeah, I have.
I was watching a bunch of those leading up to the game, and Kurt Warner said something in it. When he lost the Super Bowl, he regretted not celebrating what they had accomplished instead, and he did what you talked about. He went and sulked in a corner, and then after the game, I was like, yeah, it sucks. We just lost the Super Bowl, but we did something really cool.
Yeah.
And I wanted to celebrate with the guys about what we did for the year and all the success that we had, rather than sit in a corner and sulk about the game we just lost.
Well, I
Yeah.
think
I agree. That's
I
dope.
think you've exceeded expectations
Yeah.
for what Cincinnati Bengals fans were expecting. I think for year 2, you guys have pretty much exceeded expectations.
Did
on
that
another-
cause any like negativity?
I don't know. He said that
Someone
it did,
texted
but-
you.
yeah.
Someone
Fans-
texted you
Google
that.
search
fans
results
are
of
obviously
saying yes.
fans are not on like the
Yeah.
Cincinnati fans are not on stage with
if it
Kid
did cause
Cudi.
any
so-
shit, it's dumb. Like he said, he just brought up a good point about obviously the Kurt Warner thing and whatnot. So I just had to ask.
Yeah,
Did he ask you to go on stage?
Yeah, he wanted the whole team up there, so we got up there, and we were having fun.
Mhm.
We were celebrating what we accomplished. Obviously, the game sucked, but
Pursuit of Happiness comes on. You got to get up there and
you
shit.
got to
know?
get up there.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl?
I did not. Unfortunately, I was focused on something else at that moment.
Can you hear it when you're in the locker room, while you guys are like, all right, so listen, the coach is probably reaming you out, screaming at you. Can you hear Dre
Yeah,
and
you,
Eminem?
you could hear it. Yeah, and
You were vibing for a little bit.
that's that game is definitely different, because so halftime in the NFL is super quick, and you're out 5 minutes, 7 minutes maybe, and that one's like 45 minutes. So you're in there for a lot longer. So you got to stay warm in the locker room.
Mhm.
You're throwing in the locker room, keep the arm warm, going through dynamic warm up, all that good stuff.
Damn, that's a long time.
You should have been like doing stories in there, like on Instagram. That's what.
Yeah,
I
that would have gone over great.
that would've been good.
They're like, here I am.
Did you
down in the
give like a
locker room.
halftime speech?
Your
or
numbers
anything?
would have been nuts.
I'm not a big speech guy.
No.
No.
Someone's got to give the speech, right?
Somebody's got to.
You should have walked in there and gave a speech.
I would have. If Joe had asked me to, I would have walked in there and fucking. gave
I'm
that
not
speech.
sure.
It would have been
that
50,
would've
it would have been
motivated
59 to
anybody.
21 final. It would have been. I would have been in there like, all right, guys, how are you? Good to see you all in here. That's how I would have went in there. So next year, going into this season, how's the team looking?
Awesome. I'm really excited about what we did this offseason. Obviously, I'm healthy. We got Jamar coming back. We got all of our weapons coming back. We added pieces on the offensive line that I think will be really good, and we got everybody on defense back. Except, we lost a piece here or there, but for the most part, we got our whole team coming back. That now we know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it takes to get there, and we got the experience, so we're ready to go.
You guys signed 3 offensive linemen.
Yeah, we signed Ted, Alex, and LC.
You were sacked 7 times in the Super Bowl?
Something like that. Well, here's the thing about sacks. So there's good sacks and bad sacks, right?
Sure.
You look at the stats. Yeah, I got sacked a lot, but you look at when they happen. Third down sacks. Who cares about third down sacks? I'm going to try to extend the play as long as I can on third down to get the first down. Unless I'm in field goal range and it's going to back me up, then I'll throw the ball away and get some points. But I think sacks are an overblown stat.
Yeah. So do you have like a good relationship with the O-line? Like you love those guys? Like
Awesome, yeah.
What were their Christmas gifts this year?
Last year I got them iced out G-Shocks. Yeah,
Oh, what did those run you?
a lot.
I thought I saw. Didn't a reporter
They
ask?
just gave you 7 sacks in the Super Bowl here. Did you take them back?
Absolutely not. No,
Okay.
they played awesome.
I thought I saw a reporter call you out, or no, maybe not call you out, but ask if your chains were real.
Yeah,
Did that bother you? Because I'd take offense to that if I were you.
I was kind of offended. You think you should have brought out the diamond
the tester.
Yeah. If you're
would've
going to
been-
call me out, you got to break out the tester. You got to have some evidence to back it up.
Did you see that?
Just compare them to Aaron's. His are all fake.
My
so just-
shit's real. I don't have it with me, but it's real. Did you see that though?
What?
This reporter, what did he say? He goes, "Joe, I have to ask you: are the chains real?"
Yeah.
Who the
After-
fuck
was that
said
a post game conference? Press
That was
conference?
after we beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. Yeah.
They were just trying to dig you.
They were just
So
trying to
what do we
dig
got
me.
here?
We got
What is
here
this thing?
steak just
Look at this.
floating.
This fucking treatment you get in
That's
Cincinnati
the
is out of
steak right
control.
there.
Speaking about the man of the steak,
That's
the
the-
steak Burrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
is the Burrow?
steak Burrow.
Yeah, prime New York strip with the Cajun Creole sauce.
Wow.
There it is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So we'll keep that there for decoration, but I might take a bite of it.
You're gonna have
I'm gonna
to.
try one.
It's very affordable. Is that
Yeah, I mean 80 something.
It's a nice steakhouse.
all right?
It's a nice steakhouse.
This place is awesome though.
Oh, this is the best place.
Yeah, it's Jeff Ruby's.
Jeff Ruby's.
Jeff
yeah.
Ruby in the precinct
The precinct.
because there's
yeah.
multiple locations here, right?
Yeah, there's the one downtown, and then there's one in Mason.
That's amazing.
So what? Do they donate to charity? I heard.
Yeah,
You
so
Dude,
portions
use
of
a
the
fork.
proceeds go to the hunger fund that I support.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Which was a lot about your when you won that Heisman. That was a big thing of your speech, right?
Yeah.
You did. You gave a great speech at the Heisman.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at those speeches in those situations for the most part.
And what was the main topic of it? It was about
I
supporting
just
your.
kind of, yeah. I mean, I wanted to thank everyone that had helped me get to that point, obviously, and then, something just popped into my head. Kind of just went up there, was gonna wing it, and then it was like, oh, I could probably mention something cool that would help out my hometown area, and I mean, it went crazy. That's the Hunger Fund has like $1.6 million in it now. It's gonna support them for 70 years. It's
Mhm.
awesome.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Good for you.
fire steak.
The
That
steak
sauce is
unbelievable.
fire.
Yeah, told you.
How did this phone call go? Like, hey, Joe, we got a steak for you that we're
It
making.
just kind of happened.
just happened.
Yeah.
You getting royalties on this?
No.
Who we talk to? Jeff Ruby. Jeff. Why isn't Burrow getting? I'm gonna be his agent. Why is he getting royalties on every steak sold in here? He's doing all
Yeah,
right.
I think I'm doing just
All
fine.
right. Just make sure you collect everywhere. Just,
wanna-
I work with Josh Gordon a lot too. I don't really have the top tier talent, but do a lot of agent work.
Fan controlled football league.
We have the Fan Control Football League. Yeah,
You're a fan?
I see highlights. Yeah.
he sees it. It's fun. Do what we can. It's kind of just building the kind of like WWE of football. It's
Yeah.
not really like hyper focused on the players playing. It's more like building a show around it.
That's cool.
So, we're looking
I
forward.
think
to
the more leagues that you can have to give people opportunity, the better. You see USFL coming up and XFL and all those leagues. A lot of them ended up going down because of COVID. But all these guys coming out of college that might not get a chance to the NFL are getting an opportunity. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like going to the White House? You guys went, right?
Yeah,
What was that like?
that was cool. I'm not real into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Kind of just comes with the territory.
yeah, if you figure you got a chance to go to the White House, you might as well do it for one time, and then that's good.
Mm-hmm. You're playing with Trump, aren't you, on Saturday?
Trump's your guy.
I mean, he's cool. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn down a chance to golf with him. That's for sure.
It's like when we get shit for like, it's so funny because like, we took so much shit. We interviewed the president during all the Ukraine, Russia stuff early. And, we took so much shit for it.
Not
did?
really. I don't think so.
Well, I'm saying like, I read every DM. So I just read every single one. Not too many coming in this way, but pay attention to them. But no, we took a lot of shit for it. It's just like, I don't think we'd ever turn down an opportunity to interview any president. I don't care what it is. You just don't turn down. And that's why the same thing goes. It's the same thing goes to like for you guys when you visit the White House and like with politics, like just dividing everything now. It's like, I mean, you get a once in a lifetime opportunity to go to the White House. Why wouldn't you just do it no matter what for the history of it?
Agreed.
So that's why I just hopefully don't get a bad rep any longer for this. I mean, it gave a lot of me.
So worried.
No, I get anxiety when I go in the DMs.
So don't go to the DMs.
Don't go to the DMs. Yeah.
I can't help it. It's
Why?
Like, it's like a drug.
He's expecting to see like one like crazy DM from you maybe or from like
come on, Burrow,
some
please,
model.
come on, Burrow, come on.
They don't happen.
I mean, I'm actually because I did ask you a bunch for this. This is really. I mean, Joe, this is the power of persistence, right? I think I can speak to it.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't do a bunch of these things. I don't really like doing a bunch of these things,
Mhm.
but sometimes you get bored and you want to do something.
Mm-hmm. So
Dope.
are you at a board? When does work start up for you again?
So we start on-field stuff next week.
Is it optional?
Still optional, yeah.
Do you go to optional or no?
I go to some of the optional.
Because they got to expect you there as a leader, right?
You got to show your face.
Right. And so now you're at a different level. You're in year 3 now.
Yeah.
So the rookies that are coming in, what are some of the things that you preach to those guys that are coming into the league?
I don't really preach anything. I just try to, I reach out to all of them when they get drafted. It's a big moment for them. And, you just, as a quarterback, I think there's a couple ways you can go about it. You can go about it as I think this will probably be it when you get older, but you can kind of be a mentor and all that and be a fiery guy in the locker room, or you can kind of help build a culture of being friends in the locker room, having a great interaction with everybody, being able to talk to anybody at the lunch table, sit at different lunch tables to create relationships at different parts of the team. And I think, that's really because at this level, everyone has great players.
Mhm.
Talent is all over the place. I think, the relationships that you make in the locker room translate to the field as far as I trust that guy, he's going to do his job. And I think building that trust in the locker room is paramount.
How much animosity, if there's animosity inside within the locker room, do they look to you to kind of fix that, or is it a coach's job to do
We
that?
haven't had any of that. We really haven't. I think, as part of building the culture that we've built, our head coach Zach did a great job, and I'm just kind of following his lead of, building that culture that, everyone loves everybody in that locker room. And, we got guys out that didn't fit that mold.
Is it tough when you're like 23, 24, you got to go into the locker room and there's guys older than you, vets, and you got to be that guy?
I thought it would be. It's really not. We had a lot of great veteran guys that knew what the deal was. I mean, I was the number 1 pick. I was going to come in and be the starter, and they really helped me along and pushed me to be a leader. I didn't really feel comfortable doing it at first, and then as I started playing better, it was a lot easier.
So you got like immediate support. There's no one like, yo, we got to test this kid.
I mean, for sure at first, people want to test you, but then they see what you can do in practice, and it's like, all right, I'm good.
It's got to be. I mean, is there a lot of shit talking that goes on? Are you a shit talker?
I can talk a little shit, yeah.
But on the field, like, I mean, who that you played against really fucked with your head and really got inside your head? Who's the biggest shit talker you ever went against?
Nobody.
No one gets in his
come
head.
on,
No?
that's Nobody. Not saying get in your head, but there's got to be guys that
talk
chirp
shit,
you
yeah.
to fuck you out.
Maybe you. Does he get in your head?
I'm not even on the radar here. All
That's
right,
a good question, though.
I'm not even on the radar.
Let's.
Who do
I
we
mean,
got?
I don't think. you don't really want to talk shit to me.
You play against Sherman?
No, I haven't played against him. No.
You haven't played against Sherman. Who else is a big
Who
guy?
talks the most to you? Like defensive linemen, corners?
Defensive linemen sometimes, but then I'll make a miss and they won't say anything for the rest of the game. Linebackers sometimes, if they get a decent hit on me, but
Are they hitting you dirty though with shit talking? Are they hitting like?
there's definitely some people out there that'll give you more so your rookie year, hit you a little bit after the whistle because they know you're not going to get a call as a rookie, and then because that's the thing in the NFL, you gotta earn your calls.
Yeah.
If you're not playing very well, you're not going to get defensive lineman hits you after the ball is thrown. They're not going to call it if you're not playing well.
Right.
You got to earn those calls to. We were playing the Eagles my rookie year, and Fletcher Cox. I think they had 8 sacks, and they were hit me a bunch. Fletcher hits me after the play, and he comes up to me later, and he's like, "Hey man, you got to throw that away." And then I looked at him. I said, "Just give me a couple years, and I'll get that call." And I think he liked that.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the hardest you ever been hit?
I don't really know. The only time that I ever really feel it, because you're in the game, you're not really. You get hit, you don't really feel it unless you get the wind knocked out of you. Then you kind of feel it a little bit. So I don't really.
He's just not bound down anybody.
No,
You're just. Not
why would I give anybody that satisfaction to?
Right. We need it for clickbait. So if you just say a name, it'd be great. If you don't mind, just anybody. Just, start something, get these views up here a little bit.
So how's the AFC North Conference, Lamar? Steelers just got Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
I gotta ask you, what are your thoughts on the Baker situation?
that's a tough situation. He was hurt all last year, and every time we play him, he balls.
Yeah.
First time we played him, Thursday night, week 2 of my rookie year. That was we lost 30-34 or something. He balled. And then the next time we play him, I throw for 400 yards, and he goes 25 of 28 with 5 touchdowns. Goes on a 2-minute drive, touchdown, won the game. I haven't beat the Browns yet. He beat us both times this year. I guess I didn't play the second game because we had it all locked up, but the first one he balled.
Why do you think his situation's so up in the air?
I think when you have a guy like Deshaun, you got to take a chance at that because he's such a great player. But Baker will land on his feet. He's a really good player.
You like going up against them, the Ravens, Lamar?
I love playing the
They
Ravens.
just had 2 crazy games last year.
Yeah, I love playing the Ravens because they talk.
They talk a lot.
They talk. I love that.
I feel like the score was 47-20.
It was a lot too little.
Yeah, but both times. Because
Yeah.
you beat them one time, they beat you one time.
No, we beat them both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I threw for 520 something in the second one, and I threw for 400 and something in the first one.
Fucking
Jamar
hell.
had 260 some yards in the first game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love playing the Ravens. They like to talk, and so when I don't start the talking, but I usually, if somebody pokes me, I can talk a little bit.
It's good for the game, though, right?
Yeah, I think it is. You see, Jalen Ramsey's a talker. Everybody on the Ravens, Matt Judon, Patriots, best trash talker in the league.
That's
What's
right.
one of his
Damn
lines?
straight. New England.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Why,
Best
though?
football
Like,
team
what
in
does
the
he
fucking
say?
league. Best coach, Bill Belichick.
Why does that guy click? He had to say
Best
something.
coach ever, Bill Belichick.
Well, he was so.
I'm
All right.
serious.
All right, chill, Bob.
I'm sorry.
My rookie year, we were playing. I only played Baltimore one time my rookie year because I got hurt.
Yeah.
But even if it's not a play that
I was just thinking that.
he did anything, he's talking.
Yeah.
And I love that. Unfortunately, we stunk that year, so I couldn't really say anything back. But I think we play the Patriots this year, so that'll be fun.
Welcome to you playing us at home,
I'm not sure.
but you come into Foxborough, you're in trouble.
I think we might be coming to Foxborough.
Mac Jones,
Good player.
What do you think of Mac?
Great player. Really
Yeah.
good. It was impressive what he just fit right into what they were trying to do.
Have you played against Belichick yet?
Mm.
Have you had any interactions with Belichick?
I met him once in Miami.
I got to hear this story because I met him once with Saquon. It was the funniest thing ever. What was your interaction with Belichick?
I was going to what's the steakhouse in Miami?
Prime 112.
Poppy
Yeah,
steak?
that's where I was going, and that was right before my draft. So I was at the Super Bowl right after my last college year, and it was he and Matt Patricia, and I just went up and introduced myself, shook their hands. He didn't really say much.
Yeah, he's just like, we have no chance of getting you. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
Right?
basically.
Belichick was like this. I was with Saquon because I was living with Saquon and Sterling Shepard for a year, and we saw him at Catch, and I was like, I went fucking crazy because I'm a diehard New England fan. So I'm like, Craig, you gotta fucking, I don't care. Like, you gotta get Belichick. I need a picture with him. Like, I just, And so Belichick came over. He's like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. He's like, I'm like, Bill, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah, as long as you don't put on that fucking snap face thing. I'm like, all right. And I never have. I've never posted the picture because Bill Belichick gave me instructions to never post.
Yeah, you better not post the picture.
Well, what are the expectations for this year? What's gonna
Expectation
change?
is always to win the Super
You
Bowl.
think you're better this year than last year?
For sure.
Joe's winning the fucking Super Bowl next year. I'm rocking a Burrow jersey the
Yeah.
whole entire season.
We got to go to a
Are
game.
we getting field
In
passes?
Foxborough?
Can we
Nope.
go to the opener?
No, not in Foxborough. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm a diehard New England fan. You play against
Stein,
the
you wanna go?
Patriots. I hope
Yeah,
you guys
well,
get
Are we
fucking
getting
buried.
field passes? Or are we not like?
I hope you
I
guys
don't
get
really.
buried.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
Oh.
bullshit. Are
Here
you out of
we
your
go.
mind?
I've never done that.
Here
I've
we
never
go.
got anybody
Let me
field
tell you
passes.
what you
It's a
do,
nice way of
Joe.
saying
You
fuck
pick
no.
up the phone, you call the GM.
I mean, we
You
don't,
say, I got Bob Menery. He
we
needs
don't have
18
we
field
don't have-
passes.
we don't have a GM.
You guys don't have a GM?
No.
Well, call the fucking president. Bob needs 18 field passes.
Don't even drop off. Just say, hey, it's Joe Burrow. I need 3 passes. Doesn't matter who it's for.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
We'll see how the pod does, right?
It just
Fuck, I wanna
depends
go to a
how
game.
this thing is edited. You know what I mean? It's just, that's it. But no, going on the field is the sickest thing ever. I mean, he gets to do it every time, but it's pretty
I
sick.
think what people that don't play realize when they're on the field is how violent it is. Because it's loud
Mhm.
and people are running really fast, hitting each other. That's what my mom always says when she would come down during college and in high school, that it was very violent.
Yeah.
But they've always been super supportive, right?
Oh, yeah. It's been
Was that a
awesome.
scare for your mom? You getting hurt?
Oh, I'm sure it was. She's pretty good at keeping it together. She's tough, but sure, she was very worried.
The league's tightening up now on all the rules and everything now, right? Just with
What
all
do you mean?
meaning, I mean all the hits to the head stuff. and-
Yeah, if you're playing well.
Right. What do you mean by that?
Like I said before, you got to earn your calls.
Mm-hmm. So
I
you think the
think
refs are more
My
biased
rookie
at times?
year, I got 0 roughing the passer calls. 0.
Shit.
How many do you think there were that should have been?
I mean, there was a couple every game.
Right.
And then this year, first half of the year, 0.
Mhm.
And then I think at some point somebody made a call and was
You-
like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we got to keep
you
this
put
guy
you
on the
put on those
field."
cardiac glasses. You put on those cardiac glasses, get 2 million likes, and you're now getting calls.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of fits planned out for next year?
Not yet. They kind of just form the week of.
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna have to go shopping here soon, though.
Go.
He's a caption guy.
I am a captain.
What was your strongest IG caption you think ever?
I think
Cartier
I
glasses?
think the Cartier was.
That shit went viral, bro.
Yeah.
Black turtleneck.
The other one that went viral was the cigar thing.
Oh,
After
yeah.
winning the Heisman, that thing went crazy. That was, I think, what actually blew you the fuck up was
Yeah.
that moment with the cigar.
Yeah. We so we bring all this. That was after the national title. We were gonna smoke all the cigars in the locker room, and we started smoking them. And the cops come in because I guess you're not allowed to smoke inside or whatever, and they start trying to arrest people in the locker room.
What?
Yeah.
After a fucking
After we won
Natty
the national, we're
title?
like, what's going on?
No, I
Come on,
support. I
guys.
support the police.
cigars should it
What?
should be mandatory to smoke a cigar.
What
after
state
that.
was this in?
This was in Louisiana. Yeah, we
But-
played in New Orleans
All right.
for the national title.
They're arresting players.
They were trying to, and then I think they finally realized like.
Then
what are
they
we-
got some
what are we
cigars in their
doing?
hands and shit.
Yeah, and then they joined the party. Straight
Yeah.
up.
So there was a bunch that came in and they were just like confronting you guys and saying, "Hey, you're either put it out or you're being arrested."
Yeah.
Wow, that's insanity.
Yeah. That was your most viral thing, I think.
Yeah, that's the kind of what started it all.
Was that montage or whatever it was when you walked out the slow motion famous thing video? Was that like planned or was it just shot by somebody?
I mean, I was just smoking the cigar on the way to the press conference, and obviously there's a bunch of cameras everywhere,
Mhm.
so they just kind of filmed it.
You were on cloud nine.
Oh yeah,
Was that the greatest accomplishment of your life?
I lost the state title in high school, lost the Super Bowl, won the national title, so I gotta get another one.
What was the final score of that game? Do you remember?
42-25, I think.
Oh yeah, you guys dominated.
Yeah.
You guys.
But we got down 17-7 early,
hmm
then we came back.
How many tutties did you throw?
5.
All right, that's right. MVP.
It's crazy,
not bad,
bro.
not bad.
It's crazy because the NFL now it's dominated by young quarterbacks.
There's so many good ones.
I feel like it's
So
but this
many
is
good
recent,
ones.
right?
I think it's easier than ever to come in and play well because it used to be.
Why?
I think coaches are really good at understanding what a player did in college and forming the offense around a guy. And I think receivers are better than ever too. And so there's so many good receivers that helps quarterbacks out. We're getting the ball out of our hands faster. Defenses are still complex. But you kind of see everything in college now too. And so it's just the games are meshing. College game is similar to the NFL, is similar to high school more so than ever. And I think you just get more reps.
Well, every game's like super competitive in the NFL. Obviously, that's I think the main difference between the NFL and college. Like college, you guys would play some trash ass teams,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Where the team was just terrible.
Yeah.
And so, like, who was the weakest team that you guys played at LSU?
I mean, you got some teams in there in the middle of the year that
Are just garbage,
just like, what are we doing?
right? And then how are you preparing the same way for that game as you are against? Not really. You're just
What
like,
do you mean? You just have fun with the trash teams.
I mean, we're like, yeah, maybe you make a throw in a different game that, or maybe I'll hold on to this one and try to make some people miss and run for a first down instead of making that throw.
That's fucking wild.
what was the biggest blowout you guys had at LSU?
I don't know. We scored 60 or 70 in one game, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I think that's why. Not a lot of the great quarterbacks in the NFL come from big time schools, and I think, I've thought about this quite a bit. Guys like Josh Allen and Mahomes and those guys, they come from smaller schools, Texas Tech, Wyoming, and you play in a lot closer games, so you have to understand how to win. I think that's what the NFL is, understanding how to win, because every game is going to be within 7 points.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter who the team is, and what do you do down the stretch. You got to know how to win.
Mm-hmm. Is it like the coverage, the game just becomes a lot more like the secondary, for instance, right? And the difference between college and football is whether just it's like less time.
Yeah, but the receivers are a step above too. I think the main difference is the defensive line is the defensive line in the NFL. Every single team has a pass rusher that's going to get to you. It doesn't matter who you have on the O line. Pass rush is going to get to you at some point.
Yeah, we usually smoke weed sometimes for episodes once in a while. We always used to do it. Obviously, you're too like, it's killing me. That's why I'm going through withdrawals right now. But did they just reduce for NFL players? Didn't they just take away that you can smoke weed in the offseason?
We get tested, yeah.
You get tested, but aren't you for anybody that play NFL players that wanted to smoke weed in the offseason, are they allowed to smoke weed?
We get tested 2 weeks during camp.
Okay.
Not during the season.
Not during the season, just during camp, 2 weeks.
So we'll link up at some point during the season or not?
Absolutely not.
It's good. It's sometimes revealed, if it's used medicinally, it's good.
Yeah. So
You know.
what else do you do besides football? Anything?
I game a little bit.
What are you gaming?
I watch UFC every weekend.
Let's go.
Who's your favorite fighter?
I like Sugar Sean. He's awesome.
You met him?
I was at his fight. I haven't met him, but I was at his fight.
Shout out Chugga Sean.
Yeah, that's a huge.
He's fighting July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was fighting Almeida.
Why do you like him?
He's dribbling between the legs, popping. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would
That's
you ever?
awesome.
You should go to the fight.
Yeah, I think I'm planning. I might go to it. It's close to camp, and so I'm gonna be locked down. But
If you need me to
we'll
make a
see.
call, let me know.
I think I can make some calls myself.
Yeah, but if you need a stronger call, man, I got you.
No, this guy's no.
No, you don't want that call. Trust me.
Oh, now we got something here.
What do we got here? Huh? Jeff Ruby's himself. Oh, look at this. Viral. We don't want to block the cameras here. We got to see it here.
Oh, it's our signature JR Woodford Bourbon cigar.
Wow.
So speaking of cigars,
Is that a dessert? Oh my god.
That's
Gabe,
amazing.
You could have that.
That's a
That's-
fat boy.
Did you watch Oliveira Gaethje?
Yeah.
Gaethje was the last episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fought Saturday. Thug Rose and Esparza, and then Chandler Ferguson. That was
Chandler's a
crazy.
beast.
That was a crazy card.
Crazy.
Front kick to the face.
Oh my god. Did you see the picture of Ferguson's face? Like zoom.
Was that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
I thought that was like a filter or some shit.
Yeah, he
No.
looks fucking.
That was
like a
crazy.
gremlin. He got.
Cheeto Vera hit who did he hit with that? He hit the same thing earlier this year. Frankie Edgar.
Yeah.
Kicked Frankie Edgar in the face.
When did you start getting into the UFC?
I've been watching that since I was little.
Oh yeah, the Shogun. Remember John
UFC
The
Jones?
first
dope,
one I
right?
ever watched was the first UFC on Fox. I think that was
Is that bare hands?
no, it was Velasquez and
Was that the Shogun days?
Yeah, those are the Shogun days.
You see what happened to
Can't
him,
remember-
Cain
Yeah,
Velasquez?
God, that sucks.
No, what
I
happened?
think I don't know exactly what happened. I don't want to misspeak, but I think like his daughter got
Somebody got fucked with, I think. Yeah, and then he just
his
kinda
daughter got like sexually like assaulted or some shit, and then he went after the guy and just like lit up his car.
He didn't
the
kill
guy-
him though, right?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, it's
But
tough.
everyone's kind of taking his side because I mean, imagine your daughter like it's so fucked, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how I would handle that.
That guy's a legend too. Cain Velasquez.
Kane's had some great fights back in the day.
Awesome
John
fights.
Jones, the spinning elbow. That remember that if you Dr. Vint, that John Jones in his prime was just. That's why you pray he comes back in the sport.
I
and
think
for some reason,
Yeah, I'm excited for him coming back.
he needs to come back. Like, what is he waiting for?
I think they're just waiting for a fight.
He's had 2 years.
I think he's gonna end up fighting Stipe sometime this year.
Yeah. He that spinning elbow he threw against Shogun was the best clip of all time. in
But
UFC
he gets in
history.
trouble. Do you feel like you gotta take care of these guys off the field,
What guys?
like your team, like if they're acting up and shit,
You definitely gotta look out for some guys.
they just like to party and stuff?
Some guys definitely like the party. Yeah.
at the club. Do they have curfews? Are they strict curfews in the Dragons? Speaking again, do they have strict curfews with the NFL? Like before game days, do they check in? Like are they
On the
not-
road, yeah.
Mhm.
But I guess we stay in a hotel on home games too.
Yeah.
But I mean, after the game, it's
Are the single guys? Are the single guys allowed to have visitors?
no.
No.
Who checks
Lockdown.
on that? You check on that? You go door to door?
Joe goes door to door.
What
Joe,
on,
bro.
on the road? You mean?
So-
Or
but
Yeah, on the road, you can't have anybody in the hotel. In your
sometimes
hotel
though it
room.
might. I mean, I don't know if I agree with
That's
that.
had to have happened.
wow.
You know why? Sometimes I think a little release might help. I'm gonna be honest with you. A little release might help. I know you're NFL. I'm gonna say it in a different way. You know?
People gotta break that rule though.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sure
all the
people do.
time.
Yeah. Especially if you're on a bad team that's not winning.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit in your hotel room all day.
Right. I would be a mess. But I'm in a happy relationship, so I'm all good. Just want to throw that out there.
You guys go to a bunch of UFC fights, huh?
A lot,
You
yeah.
should come with us. We'll trade you seats for field passes.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
I think we should. When is Sugar fighting again soon?
Yeah.
Fights
July
July 2nd.
Have you talked to him ever?
We just asked that.
Oh shit, my fault.
You're good. You're all good. Yeah, we should do that. We should at least go to. They're awesome. There's nothing like the, especially too. The cool part about what Dana does is Dana's a very good host.
Yeah.
So Dana, what he has is that little back room too
Mhm.
for his like little family
Yeah,
and friends.
I went to the Stipe Francis fight. That was the last one that didn't have any fans at the Apex.
Ah.
That was awesome. When there's no fans, there's crazy. I mean, the kicks are so loud.
I know.
It's awesome.
You guys, well, we said so many times.
We were in Abu Dhabi for Khabib Gaethje.
Oh no way.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
No, barely any fans.
That's awesome.
Just like Abu Dhabi princes and shit.
love it. I'm not cutting up, but I mean, this has been a great.
I think
talk.
it's been
This
awesome.
has been
man.
awesome, Joe. We really,
We
really
appreciate it, Joe. Thank you, man.
And I hate to say it, you're my number 2 favorite team in the league. So I'm
I'll
really
take
cheering
it.
for Cincinnati since you came
No,
out.
you're absolutely crushing, bro. Like we support it.
We
You're
appreciate
fucking-
you.
It's
support it.
cool to sit
Crush
down
his
with
career.
people that are just dialed in their craft. You learn so much, right?
I
So-
mean, you're looking
yeah,
at one of
it's
the
dope.
best to do it, and he's here for a long time. So,
100%.
excited to cheer for you on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Actually, on the sidelines, on the field
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Let's
for
do
real.
it.
We'll see you at the game.
Yeah,
with
appreciate it,
18
bro.
field
Yeah.
passes.
Appreciate it, brother.
Joe, thank you.
Let's
brother.
go.
Joe.
Yeah, you got it. Appreciate you. Absolutely. We'll see you. We'll
see you
circle
next
up soon. Sounds good. All right, bro.
Fire pod.